Alright. Alright. Let's do Natsuki first, because she's probably gonna hate mine. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Oh boy, she hates it. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. What's that supposed to mean? That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions, so basically it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want me to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Now that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Okay, well, I mean, the Super Bowl is tonight, and the Eagles are playing. And I hope that they beat the Patriots' ass. Yeah, man. Alright, I'm getting off topic. Alright, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can speak, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. So what? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even like my people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poem? Wait, isn't that I'm sorry. Hang with me. Hang with me. I guess I need to go slow. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understood that. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Yeah, I noticed that. It helps bring out the feeling in that last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Nah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki gets feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright. Sayori. I'll do her next. This is a good poem, Zach. Are you sure it's your first time? Sorry, that's a watch I have in my closet. I can't ever get it to turn off, so if it picks up, I'm sorry. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impresses me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really how you're really part. My reading sucks, man. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Zach. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. Yo. Oh, man, yo, I love this music, man. I love it. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes, asking me to come out and play. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Aw, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's better to skip breakfast. True. That's true. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, let's get Monica out of the way, because I want to save Yuri for last. Hi, Zach. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring anything up, okay? Yeah, sure. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Zach. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. Great job, Zach. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Excuse me. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to just keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh, does she? Writing that's full of energy and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn about trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write that way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That's some really good advice, Monica. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, wow. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. A peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of my meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Searching forever into everything. A whole infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, that's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of people that is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to go something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark pile of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. And thanks for sharing. Alright, now I'm gonna share it with the girl Yuri. Yeah! Alright. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! Wait, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She shifts her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's true that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matters, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once she finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Asking can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles roomily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate between the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? Your handwriting's better than mine. I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I mean, because I was trying to process how deep this was. Well, I just don't read script very often. I still think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, I was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zach. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering at our past remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Zach. I'm glad, Yuri. That makes me happy. Me too. Alright, I think this is a good place to save this. Alright, so I'm gonna stop this here, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video besides me, sucking at reading or anything like that. I've been enjoying this so far, so thank you guys for suggesting this. And I'll see you guys for the next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. So with that being said, y'all, rock and scream, cuckoo choo, bye-bye.